Hello and welcome back to Galgorm Hall for this short Christmas update. Gary from Cheeky Tech was saying in his most recent video calling out some of the YouTubers to show their faces on their channels. So it got me thinking that maybe I should do the same. So here I am. Like I say, this is just a short video to show what has or hasn't been happening on Galgorm Hall over the last couple of months and give some of my thoughts as to what I hope to achieve come 2018. So let's go have a look. So the signal box. The signal box has basically been all I've worked on over the last couple of months since the last update. I think at the last stage we had the main structure of the building done, but the windows hadn't been installed and certainly the roof hadn't been completed either. So the roof has been made from card and then overlaid with Slater's plastic card on the roof and on the chimney. Everything's been painted, weathered, and it just sits into place on the top of the building. I won't be attaching this permanently to the rest of the box. I want to be able to get access inside it should I need to get to the workings for the lights, or even maybe one of the pieces of the furniture inside the box gets dislodged. It means I can fix it back down again. The windows, as I maybe said in previous videos, came from scale model scenery, and Justin did an absolutely fantastic job. Whenever these came through the door, it just and got fitted to the box, it really just set the whole thing off, and I just really can't say enough about the work that Justin managed to put into this, and his service is second to none. So should you need anything done for your own layouts, I would definitely recommend a call to Justin. Now, the box is nearly completed. The internal structure, or the internal fittings, just have to be installed. The gap in the floor is so I can set the lever frame in a little bit so that it doesn't sit just so proud. Once that's done, the stairs need to be added on to the end, and that'll conclude that project. I'm hoping that'll get done by no later than the first or second week in January. Christmas time, obviously things will slow up a little bit, but there's not an awful lot of work left to do on this. It would be nice to get this project done and dusted by the beginning of the new year so we can move on to new things. This, I think, is going to be the final sort of positioning of it. I just need to check track clearances, particularly in behind, and once it is in position, I can then start looking at doing some point rodding towards the points. So let's go and have a look at the track. Well, track work still remains at the same position that it did last year, the only difference being that I've had a wee play around with points and a couple of offcuts of track, just to sort of getting an idea as to how the engine shed area is going to look. Still waiting on that track coming from the model shop. I'm going to give it another couple of weeks. As soon as the signal box is complete, if we haven't had anything by then, I'm going to have to look elsewhere. I did have a couple of recommendations from subscribers for other outlets to try, and I certainly will look at that in the new year should this track not appear down the road from me. But anyway, it has given me time to think as to how I want the layout of the engine shed to work. It's given me time to play around, move things, change things. I've bought the odd point, I've sold the odd point just to see. I bought an asymmetric three-way just to see if it would fit in, and then soon got rid of it again because it just wasn't going to work with what I wanted to do. I'm still trying to keep the track plan sort of something similar to how it looked in Ballymena, sort of pre-1960, just to get a feel of that original yard. So in the top corner there will be 1, 2, 3 lines, and we will have at least part of a 3-bay engine shed in that corner. I think my idea is that it will sort of sit at a slight angle and disappear into the boards on both sides, but give enough of an impression that the engine shed's there. On this track here, this is the branch line. There'll be a spur will come off the branch line with another 2 lines, one going here and we'll have a point here to take the one down the right hand side. Now on this line here, again, like Ballymena had when it had its narrow gauge line 2, there was a large coal stave on a raised platform that went up against the track. So my idea is I will do a coal stave here, which will allow wagons to come in to unload the coal onto the stave, and then a locomotive can come in and get stocked up. So that's the thinking. And finally, just on this side, there will be a small spur just to the right hand side to park an engine. I may well actually even think of, I think I had said it before, of doing a refueling depot here as well, but we'll see. One of the other things I would like to be able to do in 2018 is to get some scenery down on the rest of the layout, certainly some of the countryside scenery. The signal box has been great to do. It's a large job. The station is going to be an even bigger one. It's quite an expansive building that has to be done, and I don't want to get preoccupied with just producing buildings all of the time. I would like to be able to get some scenery down so that at least whenever trains are running, you've got something to see the trains running through. So if I can get this track down at the beginning of the new year, the idea will be that I'll maybe concentrate on doing some of the countryside scenics, particularly maybe in this area here at the back of the layout where the branch line drops down and the double main line runs alongside it. I'd like to sort of incorporate a bridge if I can, somewhere maybe down in this area here, and certainly some embankments and the drop down from the higher to lower levels. What else would I like to do that next year? Well, certainly get the track down. I'd like to at least be able to draw up the plans for the station area. I was recently given a phone number for a local guy who apparently has an awful lot of photographs of Ballymena Station prior to the renovations back in the early 1980s. So I'm hoping to tap into that and maybe be able to sort of finalise some sort of plan and even get some basic card structure up just to give me an idea as to what there is to look at. Beyond that, we've got the town section down at the end, but I honestly don't think I'm going to get an awful lot done there this year. I think my priority is track down, get some countryside scenics done, maybe look at the engine shed area, and also ballast the track as well. If we get all that done in 2018, I'll be more than happy. So there we go, that's 2018 sorted out then. Let's see how much of it we actually get done. Just before I go, I would like to say a huge thank you to all my subscribers for the time and effort that you put into following me, and thank you also to all those new subscribers that have come on board this year. It's going to be quite a long journey, so if you can hold out, great. I look forward to sharing all the developments of Galgorm Hall with you. So with that, I would just like to say a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and let's look forward to 2018. Bye.